Every day, excessive delays and denials from big insurers keep patients from accessing the care they need. And when care is urgent, these delays can be disastrous. These practices cost billions in wasteful spending, driving up costs for American families. But while big insurers put up barriers, America's hospitals and health systems are in your corner, navigating endless reviews and appeals to get you the care you need when you need it most. It's time to curb these harmful practices and put the focus back on patients. Brought to you by the Coalition to Strengthen America's Healthcare.
The show where you can count on the latest news, the important guests, and the best analysis, all for your morning commute. The Yaffee program continues on WVNN.
Welcome back to the Yaffee program. As you know, this is a revolution in common sense, and still got our question of the day. You have a chance to win tickets to see the Doobie Brothers. They're going to be in Huntsville at the Orion Amphitheater. That's coming up in October, but you can win today and give me a good answer, and I'm curious what maybe you think about it. What was the big, beautiful prize that Trump apparently got from Iran? Now, Jared Hudson was on in the last segment, and he said maybe it was energy-related, he thinks, but he has no idea. But tell me what you think. Getting all kinds of answers on that. Now, yesterday I reported that we possibly had some kind of deal to end this partial government shutdown, but now you have Republicans and Democrats possibly throwing a wrench into that, which goes back to what I've been saying from the beginning, that the best solution, because this will happen again, the government shutdown thing, for some reason, Democrats have determined that government shutdowns help them in elections. And if they win the midterms, which is possible, they'll determine that it worked, and they'll keep doing it, especially when you have such an even split in Congress. So only a couple of different ways to end shutdowns at this point. Get rid of the filibuster, have Republicans win many more elections. But when it comes to airport security, we just need to privatize it. In Tuberville, I had forgotten that he proposed this last year, and he's exactly right because he mentioned it again. So during a call with reporters yesterday, Tuberville called for private contractors to take over airport security across the country. He said, let somebody else other than the federal government run this. As you all know, I introduced the Abolish the TSA Act last year with Senator Mike Lee. For years, Obama and Joe Biden allowed illegal aliens to move around the country freely on commercial flights on your dime, the taxpayers of this country. Now, Democrats are holding funding for the Transportation Security Administration, holding it hostage, resulting in hours of long security lines at airports where law-abiding American citizens are missing their flights. He said, I'm thankful for most of the TSA agents. They have continued to show up to work without pay, but all this could be avoided if we privatized airport security and got it out of the federal government. He said the federal government can't run anything. This is such a great point. I keep reminding people, by the way, all of that we're dealing with these government shutdowns. Could you imagine if we had single payer, if I could talk today, single payer healthcare? If we had government controlled healthcare? Imagine a government shutdown then. And yeah, that's what some Democrats want. But I asked Grok this because I wasn't sure. I know that in many other countries, they not only have privatized security, they have privatized air traffic control, which is another thing we should do, by the way. But according to Grok, approximately 20 airports in the U.S. use private security contractors for passenger and baggage screening instead of federal TSA employees. Now, as I mentioned, if we're going to do this, yeah, we need some oversight. Definitely need to have some oversight with it. And apparently that's what we have with these airports. So there is already a precedent to do this. Now, these airports do private security through TSA Screening Partnership Program. It was established in 2004. Private companies handle the actual screening, but they must follow all TSA security procedures, standards, and oversight. The private screeners are often from approved contractors, and the program covers a mix of one large hub, San Francisco, medium in Kansas City, and Orlando Sanford, which I've flown out of. That's private security. I always have a good experience going there, so that says something. So this can be done pretty easily. So it's not even like it's usually the response I get is that the TSA has a perfect record because we have not had another 9/11 type terrorist attack with airplanes. But so do these private security screeners have. They're a part of that. So I just don't buy that argument, frankly. Now, he also said the funding's kind of crazy. He said we've been spending nearly $12 billion yearly on TSA for 60,000 employees. He said, so not only can we avoid these problems, but we're also spending a ton of money, probably too much because, as he mentioned, the government can't run anything efficiently. So he said, in light of everything happening right now, plan to continue conversations with Senator Lee and other colleagues about what we can do to privatize TSA. I honestly think this is something where I think Trump needs to weigh in. We need leadership from the top to really push this, have a presidential candidate in the future maybe, to really start a precedent to get this done because it needs to be done. It should be obvious to everyone right now. All right, Austin is here. That means we're going to do What's Trending with Austin coming up next year on the Yaffee program. Back in just a moment.
Yaffee program.
Every day, excessive delays and denials from big insurers keep patients from accessing the care they need. And when care is urgent, these delays can be disastrous. These practices cost billions in wasteful spending, driving up costs for American families. But while big insurers put up barriers, America's hospitals and health systems are in your corner, navigating endless reviews and appeals to get you the care you need when you need it most. It's time to curb these harmful practices and put the focus back on patients. Brought to you by the Coalition to Strengthen America's Healthcare.
The NFL Draft, presented by Bud Light, is coming to Pittsburgh, and it's your chance to witness the future of the game for free from April 23rd to April 25th. Feel the energy of the NFL Draft. See the Vince Lombardi Trophy and Super Bowl rings. Meet NFL players and legends. Enjoy interactive games and live music performances, and be there as the future of the NFL takes center stage. The NFL Draft starts April 23rd. Register for free entry at NFL.com/draft access today.